The clock ticks steadily at the bustling immigration center, where travelers from around the world pass through. Inspector Rachel, known for her uncompromising integrity, adjusted her navy blue uniform and tied her blonde hair into a neat bun. The badge on her chest gleamed, a symbol of her commitment to upholding the law. Rachel's desk was a point of focus for the dozens of travelers waiting to clear immigration. She glanced at the growing line, prepared for another day of scrutiny and responsibility. Her colleagues often admired her calm demeanor, but they also knew she wouldn't tolerate any wrongdoing. Today, however, Rachel had an odd feeling, a sense that this wouldn't be an ordinary shift. Midway through her shift, a tall man approached her desk. His passport read James Carter, and he claimed to be visiting the country for a business trip. Dressed in a sharp suit, James exuded confidence, but something about his demeanor caught Rachel's attention. She greeted him politely. "Good afternoon, Mr. Carter. May I see your documents, please?" James handed over his passport and travel itinerary, maintaining a calm smile. But as Rachel examined the documents, her instincts tingled. The passport's details seemed inconsistent, and the stamps appeared unusually faint. "Where was your last international trip?" she asked, her sharp eyes scanning his face. James hesitated, his smile faltering for a moment. Dubai, about a month ago," he replied. Rachel raised an eyebrow. The stamps in his passport didn't match the entry and exit dates for Dubai. It was enough to make her dig deeper. Rachel requested additional documents. James shifted uncomfortably and began to fidget, a stark contrast to his earlier confidence. "Is there a problem?" he asked, his tone growing defensive. Rachel remained professional. "I'm verifying the details. It won't take long if everything checks out." James's unease escalated. He leaned closer, lowering his voice. "Look, can't we speed this up? I have a meeting to attend." Rachel met his gaze, unfazed. "Mr. Carter, I'm here to ensure everything is in order. Please cooperate." Suddenly, James's patience snapped. He slammed his hand on the desk, drawing the attention of nearby officers and travelers. "Are you accusing me of something?" he shouted, his voice echoing through the hall. Rachel remained calm but firm. "Sir, lower your voice. Disrupting an immigration officer's duties is a serious offense." The heated exchange intensified as James tried to grab his passport back, crossing the line between frustration and aggression. As James reached across the desk, Rachel swiftly stood up, her commanding presence stopping him in his tracks. The nearby security officers approached, but Rachel signaled them to wait. "Sir, step back," she said firmly, her tone carrying authority. "Your behavior is unacceptable." James didn't relent. Instead, he accused Rachel of unfair treatment, implying bias in her actions. His words were loud enough to draw murmurs from the crowd. Rachel felt the tension rise but kept her focus. She wasn't just dealing with an aggressive traveler. She was facing someone who wanted to intimidate her. She decided to handle the situation herself, using her years of training to de-escalate the conflict. Rachel instructed James to sit in the waiting area while she verified his documents. He resisted initially but relented when two security officers intervened. Rachel then contacted her supervisor and conducted a thorough investigation of his passport. After an hour, her findings were conclusive. The passport was fraudulent. James was part of a smuggling ring using fake documents to move illicit goods across borders. The immigration center had flagged him weeks ago, but he had evaded detection. Until now. Rachel approached James calmly. "Mr. Carter, your passport is invalid. You are under investigation for attempting to enter the country with forged documents." James protested, but Rachel stood her ground. The security officers escorted him to a holding room while the authorities were informed. As the day ended, Rachel sat at her desk processing the events. Her colleagues praised her quick thinking and professionalism, and her supervisor commended her for handling the situation without escalating it further. Rachel knew her role wasn't just about stopping crimes, it was about ensuring justice and protecting the integrity of the system. Despite the challenges, she remained committed to her principles. As she left the immigration center that evening, Rachel felt a renewed sense of purpose. Her job was demanding, but it was also meaningful. Every decision she made, every confrontation she faced, was part of a larger mission, to uphold the law with fairness and dignity. Inspector Rachel's encounter with James was just one chapter in her career. Her dedication to justice inspired her colleagues and served as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, integrity and professionalism could prevail. For Rachel, every challenge was an opportunity to make a difference, one case at a time.